Shu Todoroki on face value always been some type of racer that I remember back in the day. I didn't love it, but like it just wasn't like one of my preferred racers, and over time I really grew to appreciate Shu's design. I think he might be in a good like top 5 potentially of my World Grand Prix racers list. I'd have to like really think about that, but the diecast itself, I didn't really think about this because normally the inaccuracies that you think of are, oh, Miguel Camino's spoiler is inaccurate, Rip's color is completely wrong. All of those are more obvious than these because these are more cliche and these are more like just a little niche type of just things that aren't there, technically inaccurate, but they just don't stand out as like a distraction. But this is kind of a follow-up to the Raul video of just showing you guys how to make a better version and modify your Shu Todoroki diecast if you would like to get more of those finer details. And there will be a picture of Shu in the movie on the upper left-hand corner of your screen, so we can follow along with that, so you can kind of see the side-by-side. And unfortunately, I don't think, at least, I have another regular Shu that obviously isn't modified, because this is my regular Shu. So I guess this is a nice stand-in, right? The canceled Shu Todoroki with flames, because obviously I never touched this one, and I'm never going to touch the paint on this. So yeah, so I guess we'll do like top to bottom. This is just pretend that this is a regular Shu. I mean, it basically is with the flame and the different expression, but the designs is like what a normal Shu also would have had. If we can focus a little bit. So on the side, right off the bat, I think you can kind of tell two things. Number one, you have to add this little red circle bit in the middle. Now it's kind of like on an axle, so it's almost like a little trim, I guess, but there is supposed to be that red inner trim, which adds to the red flame designs. I really like that. I wish Mattel added it. You can also tell this giant black section here, that's meant to be the ventilation system. That's technically unpainted there, but because it's vents, it's almost like see-through a little bit, so it's supposed to be blacked out to kind of see the void, I guess, of the ventilation from afar. So that's a detail, and here you can kind of tell that I also updated the flame design a little bit because that has to lead into the back. So if we go into the back here, fortunately the flame doesn't cover up what I'm trying to get at, but you can see all these details that I did that Mattel didn't. They basically leave Shu's entire back just blank, except for the taillights, which are colored red, those very thin things on top of the rectangles that aren't painted. But yeah, those are all supposed to be painted in black with some silver detailing even in the middle, and the flames do go all the way to the back. You can see that they kind of just, they're flames, so they're not going to fill it completely, but you can just see that it kind of bleeds into the back, if you will. Mattel never added that on any Shu, unfortunately. Not even like, you know, when they did the silver one, for example, a part of that line. And there's also that design on the wing. They also leave that completely blank, and that's because it's a plastic add-on piece, so it's more enabling for them just to not put flame decals on it since it's not a part of the main mold, you know. But we don't do that around here. We try and go for as much accuracy as possible. And I will put a disclaimer at the end of this video of some detail that isn't here, but I do want to add one day. But here we have the flame bit as well, just creeping onto the spoiler. I made sure it's as close as possible to where the flames go and end and stuff in the movie, like how the shape of it all is. Now this one we're gonna need like a bird's eye view almost, but you can also see more of just the vents. A lot of the vents they just leave unpainted, but you can see that there's just more vents. You have these ones in the back right here, which are meant to have like black lines. They're there again, they're just unpainted. So I had to paint over the dragon. In fact, like that's technically not supposed to be there. The dragon kind of gets cut off by the vent technically. And this one, hopefully you guys can see it, but that again, this is supposed to be like a hole, like you can see through it, so it would be a black void. They left that unpainted, so I did that. Like I said, just ignore the expression, but I mean, hey, you can change the expression if you want. To be honest though, I think these eyes are a little too big. I really like the GRC Shu's eye size. I feel like that's perfect. This one's always been a little too big, makes it a little too cartoonish maybe. So yeah, maybe one day I will go back and do that. Now this is one of my favorite details that I pulled off if he doesn't drive away. You can see that in the window here. The flame design goes onto the window. The dragon flame print goes to the window. That was never present here because, again, it's more enabling for them to just leave that because it's a plastic add-on piece, not part of the metal mold. You have the same black ventilation system there that I put on the top, the same red right in the middle of the rims, and yeah, the flame also, of course, went on the other side of the wing. But I just really like this detail specifically. It just looks a lot cooler too, like that extra detail to make sure that the flame goes to the window. Very nice. Now, not sure if you guys have picked up on this yet, but you can see how the red here just doesn't go to the headlights, and it's very closely connected to the fender. Doesn't really drift away from that. That's not how it is in the movie. In the movie, it just fills up this section a little bit more to where the headlight bit actually crosses over. It doesn't stay as its own thing and doesn't touch past. They do touch past. So that was something that I also updated on mine. Anything else we got to go over? Here's a nice little 360 of the two, so you can kind of just see for yourself side by side all the little updates. Oh, and I did also add a little silver there because I think that's technically supposed to be the gas cap maybe, but yeah, that's a little silver add-on piece that I colored in. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this modified Shu. And again, I will mention the disclaimer right now that there is an antenna bit right here. I will show a picture from the movie right now, and there's an antenna bit like about back here. A couple of the World Grand Prix races have it. They've never added it on a single one, but Shu is supposed to have an antenna, so keep that in mind. That is the only thing I failed to add because I'm waiting for the right time to do so. And I'm also waiting for the right antenna piece because I don't want it to be too bulky where it doesn't look all that good. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about these modifications. I really want to do more videos like this because I modify a lot of my cars. I'm someone who likes to go for as much accuracy as possible with my cars. I always try and just, I guess, cover Mattel's tracks, you know? And Mattel tends to leave out some details. Some are more distracting than others, of course, but because I'm a very authentic movie collector, that's what I'm in this hobby for. That's what I've been in this hobby for a very long time. I like the authenticity. I like when stuff actually appears in media because that connection is there, that attachment is there from the people who love the franchise, you know? I'm not going to get into it in this video, but this is a topic for the day. Just the gimmicks cannot ever speak to real authentic stuff you see from the movies, and they never will. That's the end of the story right there. But I really like what I ended up doing with this Shu. Same with Raul, who I also did a video on not too long ago. Hopefully I can get another World Grand Prix racer in here. I might do Miguel next because he's another one that needs quite a few updates. But this is another video with this video console. Let me know what you guys thought. I really want to just do more videos like this, just actually like showcasing the modifications, just if anyone out there wants to do it themselves, you know? So yeah, I hope this video sheds some light on the modifications you can do to your Shu Todoroki and other cars in general. Peace out.